Hi, I'm John Ficara, the editor of Mad Magazine. We're here at Comic-Con plugging our new book, Inside Mad, which will be out October 30th. And it's a terrific look behind the scenes at Mad with a lot of essays by both celebrities and the people who create Mad, the artists and writers. Well, there's a couple of really good stories in the book. There's one where we almost were sued by American Airlines because Al Jaffe had, while stuck on the tarmac in an American Airlines plane, drew some drawings making fun of their terminals. And we put them in the magazine, and we got several nasty letters from American Airlines. There's also a backstory of how we once did an entire issue as if it was written and drawn by and for monkeys. So we were a little bored that month, I'll give you that. And the rest of the book is really just wonderful essays by Roseanne Barr, Judd Apatow did the introduction, Paul Feig, Matt Weiner, some really nice recollections of what it was like both reading Mad growing up and then seeing themselves spoofed in the magazine. So those are two really nice features in this book.
You're getting a whole different generation involved on Mad Magazine, right? Can you talk about that, how the generation has spanned and what type of humor people are interested in now versus last?
Mad has always been a passed down thing, I think. Older brothers read it and then the younger brothers read it. Now we find even that parents are bringing it to the kids because they have such fond recollections of reading Mad. So it's interesting that kids are reading it, I think, younger because they're a lot smarter and hipper and savvier. And I think also our television show on Cartoon Network has also helped usher in a younger audience. But at the same time, Mad was never written for a particular audience or age group. The average age of a Mad reader is actually 26. So it's surprising because a lot of the stuff is written layered so that if you know certain things, you'll get all the jokes. But if you're a little younger, some of them might go whoosh, right over your head. And that goes everything from the politics to the cheap sex jokes, which we're famous for.
You've had like South Park, all these other types of comedic type of shows and publications and so on. It's actually spanned from that because, you know, they were fans in the past and stuff. Have you ever thought about things that you would not put in the magazine, like a picture of Mohammad or, you know, anything like that?
We actually did put a picture of Mohammad in the magazine once before we knew the controversy that it was caused. It was when people were finding like the Virgin Mary in a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. So we did famous deities in other fast food. And one of them was Mohammed in a pancake. And it was months and months later when all the Swedish cartoonists broke and what have you. And we wound up getting thrown out of a couple of countries in the Mideast as a result of that. We certainly don't do victim humor in the magazine. We have something on the blog now commenting on the Rolling Stone having the Boston bomber on it. But we always try to make it in such a way that if we knew someone who's a victim of that, we wouldn't be offended by what was on it. And certainly going back even to the 80s when the AIDS epidemic was really breaking out. We were all over that, but only from the point of view that Reagan never would mention the word AIDS. We would never do jokes about the victim of AIDS.
Are you from San Diego?
I am not. I'm from New York. Can't you hear that?
Well, you never know these days. No one is really from San Diego. So do you know about the controversy with the mayor and the sexual harassment, and they're asking the mayor to resign?
Only what I've seen in the hotel room on the channels. Yeah, I think he should stick it out. Because we're from New York. Elliot Spitzer resigned, and now he's back in politics. Anthony Weiner resigned, now he's back in politics. You might as well just stay and stick it out.
Do you think that that's something that would be in Mad Magazine about, you know, sexual harassment from the mayor?
Probably too local for Mad because this story, if I wasn't in San Diego, I wouldn't have heard of it at all. But certainly, politics and sex, as a rule, is always good grist for the mill for Mad, and they just never seem to let us down as to the hijinks, the shenanigans that they do, and then we can make fun of it. Certainly starting with Clinton. I mean, we should pay him royalties for all the Clinton jokes we've done over the years.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Just that you should go to the Mad blog, madmagazine.com. Every day we put up new content, and of course we also have an app on the iPad, and of course you should also buy the issue every month. In fact, our issue is on sale now. It is right here, a cover by Sergio Aragonis, a little fun summer cover, sort of like an old school cover.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.